Welcome back to my channel. Today I have a monthly June message for all of the Geminis out in the collective. Please note this is going to be a general reading, so it will not resonate with every single Gemini out in the collective. I ask that you take with you what resonates and leave the rest behind. If you are new to my channel, welcome to Eileen into Spirit. My name is Eileen Rouse. I'm a psychic intuitive and a spiritual essence coach. And I provide you with guidance, wisdom, and inspiration every other week right here on this channel. Without further ado, Gemini, let's go ahead and get into your monthly message. All right, Gemini, you know the drill. This is going to be a 9-card draw, so let's get shuffling. What information and what insight can you offer Gemini this month? All right, Gemini, we are starting out at the 2 of Swords. So I feel that this month, some of you are sort of at a crossroads. Maybe you feel like you're having to make a decision or you're having to make a choice. And this could represent finances. It could represent maybe a career or relationships, something to do with how you are supporting yourself. I feel that ultimately with this decision, it's really about you sort of needing to tune into your intuition. What is your intuition really guiding you to do here? And I feel that once you listen to your intuition, I feel that it's going to provide you with all of the clarity and all of the inspiration that you actually need in order to move forward here, Gemini. So let's go ahead and get right to it. So as I mentioned, you're currently at the 2 of Swords. Now, as I said, you know, the one thing about the 2 of Swords is that she's sort of going into this blind, right? And it's sort of like she's being pulled in two different directions, and she doesn't really know what her best course of action is or what the best road is. And I feel that that's kind of where you are here. I feel that ultimately here, Gemini, you are wanting pure fulfillment because I see it here with this 9 of Cups. But let me tell you something. I really feel that where you are in this crossroads right now, Gemini, it's really meant for you to really tune into how you feel about each given path. And I feel it's important for you to do that because once you tune into how you're feeling, like which option gives you the most joy and the most exhilaration and curiosity, that is where you're needing to go. And I feel that it might be very unfamiliar territory for you. But understand that this is going to be a learning experience. I feel that this crossroads is ultimately sort of like a new beginning for you. It's sort of like an old cycle of your life here, Gemini, is closing out, and you're needing to really embark on this new adventure. Now, what is your theme? You have the King of Pentacles. And now, okay, this is important because I feel like whatever crossroads you're at or whatever fork in the road you're at here, Gemini, I feel that ultimately you're wanting this sense of stability. You have a lot of knowledge that you've gained from previous experiences and opportunities. And I feel that that knowledge is really what is sort of presenting to you this opportunity, right? This opportunity that's been presented to you. And now you're needing to really focus on whether this is the next direction or the next step that you're needing to go into. This King of Pentacles is understanding that your resources are provided for you. A King of Pentacles has all of his resources. He has knowledge, he has insight, and he has more than enough to go around. And he's willing to share not only his wealth and his knowledge, but he's willing to help others along the way. Now, understand that this could represent someone coming into your life to sort of help you. Maybe someone has really stepped into your life at this point and has actually presented you with this new opportunity that's sort of kind of put you at this fork in the road, right? Maybe this is someone who's going to invest in your business or someone who is wanting to, you know, put forth a lot of their effort and their energy and their money into maybe some idea or something that you've actually created. But this King of Pentacles can also represent you here, Gemini. So remember, it's going to be different for all of you because this is a collective reading. So it's several different types of energies that are coming in. So if this is your type of energy, I feel that it's important for you to understand that all of your resources are available, right? Don't look at things from a very limiting perspective, and really be open to sharing, right? Like collaborating with others to share your insight and your knowledge, okay? Now, what are you accomplishing here? You have the Five of Cups. Now, I feel that this is something that has sort of left you, right? And I feel that this Five of Cups really left you disappointed. Maybe this is the reason why you're in this fork in the road, right? Because maybe what you've left behind, or what's leaving you, right? Or what you are walking away from, sort of left you disappointed. And it created in you a sense of lack. A need that something else needs to be fulfilled in you here, Gemini. And I want to point out here that with this Five of Cups, this is now behind you, right? The moment that you take that new step towards this new adventure, or the moment that you actually say, I'm done with this old life, I'm now moving towards this new one, you need to leave the sorrow and the pain behind. Stop crying over things that could have been, like the shoulda, coulda, wouldas. You have to let that go, because there's so much more waiting for you just beyond that first step. So that is what you're accomplishing. Understand that no matter what path you take, there is so much more to be learned, so much more to be experienced, and so many other opportunities waiting for you just beyond that first step. Now, what do you need to avoid? This is very interesting because you have the Empress here on what you need to avoid. But I really feel that what you're needing to avoid here is this lack mentality. Again, like the shoulda, coulda, wouldas, right? Understanding that everything that you need is already provided for you. So don't really fall into this trap of, well, I just don't have all of the resources that I need, or there's just not enough to go around. That's the one thing that you're needing to avoid, because you're really needing to sort of create something and really bring something new into your life. So any old thought patterns, any old beliefs, anything that you might have, carried over from, previous experiences, those need to be let go. So this is what you're needing to avoid. Now, what are you needing to embrace? The Nine of Cups. This is pure bliss and emotion, guys. Gemini, I want to point out here that what you're needing to embrace is the joy, the exhilaration, the anticipation, everything that you would experience once you received that wish. A Nine of Cups is a wish fulfillment, okay? And I want to point out here for you that not only is you moving in this new direction, like really tuning into your intuition, and once you've tuned into your intuition, your gut is really going to tell you, right? Your emotions, how you feel about it. Once you sit back and you think, okay, this is what my new life is going to be like once I take this first step. Really allow your gut to speak to you in that instance. That's what really tuning into your intuition is like. And so this is really going to help you here, Gemini, find your bliss and find more of it. Okay, so this is what you're needing to embrace. Now, what's the obstacle that you're gonna run into? You have the Ace of Wands. So I feel that what this is that I feel that once you begin this new journey, once you sort of take that first step, you're going to have a lot of inspired ideas and inspirations and desires that you're going to want to embark upon. And I feel that's going to be the obstacle, because Gemini, I feel that you're very aloof when it comes to a lot of goals that you've sort of set for yourself. And I feel that you might want to dabble into several different things at once instead of really focusing on the most important things. So I feel that your obstacle obstacle is going to be all of these massive ideas that you're going to receive, and you're going to want to start taking action towards those things. But what's going to happen is if you try to divide your attention or your focus or your energy into like 5 different pots, you're not really going to accomplish anything. And so what Spirit is really telling me here is that you really need to focus, really pinpoint, the one area that you want to have accomplished the most. The one that gives you the most joy and the most exhilaration and anticipation, where you have so much excitement that you can't wait to jump and dive right into it first thing in the morning when you wake up. That's the one that you need to focus on first. Okay. Now, what is your support? You have the Page of Swords in reverse here. And I feel that the support in this is understanding that, yes, this new adventure, this new direction, this new fork in the road is something that you are not familiar with. So you're going to have to learn, but understand that you cannot be completely blind to, what is ahead, right? It's like needing to understand that it's going to be a journey. It's going to be an experience. And understanding that the more curiosity that you have towards this new adventure, the more you're going to get out of it. Okay, so it's really about being curious, allowing yourself to be open and sort of exploring the depths of what it might contain. Now, what is your action this month? The Hangman. Okay, so I feel that ultimately what this is saying is, don't really focus too much on a timeline, okay? What I want to point out here with the Hangman is that you have to sort of surrender to the outcome. Surrender to what your expectations might be in regards to this specific path. I feel that a lot of times when we dive into something new, we have these wild expectations of how we want things to be, what we're going to experience, what it's going to look like, what it's going to feel like. And then when it doesn't pan out, we sort of fall into this 5 of Cups, which is that disappointment, right? The shoulda, coulda, wouldas. And I feel that your action here is really just to be in a state of surrendering, but also in a state of allowing things to be what they are, right? Allowing it to unfold naturally the way that it is, and just be observant, right? Really witness it unfold in the way that it unfolds. Now, what is your advice and your encouragement? The World. Again, this is really about one phase of your life coming to an end. It's really about a new beginning and this sense of enlightenment that you have reached this new phase in your life that you're going to embark upon, that is going to be able to create and generate so much more joy for you, and is going to lead you towards a massive wish fulfillment that you ultimately have been cultivating or that you've been desiring. So understand that, no matter what you face, when you can view it from a different perspective, when you can allow things to unfold naturally and allow things to be what they are and surrender to your expectations and the outcome, you will be very surprised at what actually shows up and how miraculously things just sort of fall into place here, Gemini. So let's go ahead and draw an additional card to see what additional information and insight Spirit has for you today. We are going to read from the book, and this is a new oracle deck called Oracle of the Seven Energies from Colette Baron Reid. So let's see what additional information and insight Spirit has for you. What additional information and insight do you have for Gemini here, Spirit? What additional information and insight do you have for Gemini? What additional information and insight do you have for Gemini? Whoa, okay. All right, we have, oh, I love this. We have number 6. It is what it is. I really feel this is really talking about allowing things to unfold naturally. Allow things to be what they are. Don't really place any judgment around those certain things. So let's go ahead and read what it says in the book. It is what it is. This is about radical acceptance. It's about engaging life on life's terms, observing the circumstances and taking them at face value, recognizing and releasing resistance and denial. Again, it's about surrendering your expectations and the outcome of how things are going to naturally unfold. So here's what it says. What happens when you look at the world? Can you see it exactly as it is, or only as you assume it to be? A door closing isn't an invitation to take a battering ram to it. What if there were another door to lead you to your destiny? If you can release your attachment to getting what you want, you'll be surprised by how much energy you have for more important things. Liberated from the burden of yearning, you'll have access to what is best for all. Can you try now to accept things as they are and shift your focus and attention until that other door opens up for you? Radically accept life on life's terms when you stop fighting against it and instead fight for what you truly desire. More of the world becomes available to you. When you are no longer in denial about what is in front of you, you will be empowered to make necessary changes with respect to yourself, your attitude, and your choices. The irony is that real transformation can happen once you surrender to the idea that things are exactly as they are meant to be. If you step back with clarity and acceptance, you will realize that life is offering you something magical. Even if circumstances send you on a temporary detour, you will discover treasure beyond your imagination and a new way to embrace the world. I absolutely love this for you, Gemini, and I think it fits absolutely perfectly. You are at the Two of Swords, which is a crossroads. You're ultimately needing to make a choice. You're wanting this pure bliss and this pure fulfillment, and this wish fulfillment is going to be granted to you, but you've got to surrender to your expectations, right? You have to surrender to the outcome. Stop looking at it from, it has to be this way. Just allow it to unfold naturally. So Gemini, this is your message this month. I hope you were able to gain lots of clarity and insight. I thank you so much for joining me today, and I look forward to seeing you next time with your new message. Namaste, guys.